Jenny Slate opens up about Chris Evans and the film roles she'll never accept. If you're a comedy lover, then you know all about Jenny Slate. The actress is beloved for her stints on Parks and Recreation and Bob's Burgers. On the indie scene, she's praised for her excellent work in the pro-choice film Obvious Child. Oh, and then there's a little cartoon called Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. If you didn't know, Slate is Marcel. But mainstream audiences arguably only started recognizing Slate last year. Memorable voice roles in Zootopia and The Secret Life of Pets gave her box office cred, while her 9-month relationship with Chris Evans, aka Captain America, made her a tabloid magnate. The union ended just last month, but Slate seems to be at peace with it, at least, that's what her new interview with New York Magazine suggests. "We're not on bad terms, but we haven't really seen each other, spoken a lot," she told the publication. "I think it's probably best. I'd love to be his friend one day, but we threw down pretty hard. No regrets, though. Ever." This is just one of several candid quotes Slate gave New York about the relationship. Slate admits that she and Evans are very different people and that sometimes even she was perplexed by their courtship. "If you're a woman who really cares about her freedom, her rights, her sense of being an individual, it is confusing to go out with one of the most objectified people in the entire world," she said. "I'm considered some sort of alternative option, even though I know I'm a majorly vibrant sexual being." Slate realized just how loved, or lusted after, Evans was when women would approach her in drugstores being like, "Oh my God, is that Chris Evans? He's so hot." You're like, "How dare you? That's my boyfriend." But yes, he's so hot. Slate's freedom is something that came up quite early in her relationship with Evans. After a dinner together, Slate insisted on splitting the bill, much to Evans' dismay. When Slate explained why she wanted to go Dutch, she was anxious that he wouldn't understand. "If you take away my preferences, you take away my freedom," she told Evans at dinner, according to New York. "Then I was like, oh, man, is this dude going to be like, this bra burner?" Instead, he was like, "Tell me more." Slate applies this same mentality to her work, which is her main focus at the moment. Her film with Evans, Gifted, They Met on Set, is out April 21st. Plus, she has 2 additional movies in the works, including a road trip flick directed by and starring Evan Rachel Wood. Slate's main goal with Gifted was to prove her viability as an American film actress and show that it doesn't always have to be a bikini model opposite Captain America. And, in case you're curious, she's not worried about reuniting with Evans for the press tour. "I feel pretty relaxed about it right now," she said. "That's because I know Chris, and he's a very nice man. And we've gone into our separate lives. But that doesn't also mean that I'm going to sleep well the night before, you know?" This idea of smashing stereotypes is a theme that pervades Slate's current and future work. She refuses to accept any role that reduces her personality to a quirky best friend. Also important, she won't do projects that are offensive to women. One particular no-no is anything that, according to Slate, makes it okay to laugh about things like women's bodies after birth, like when women who've just had babies are referring to their vaginas as all ruined. "I think it's really rude for someone to disparage a vagina in the female body after it's just effing created and exploded a baby into our world. It makes me furious and I will not change my opinion on that." Retweet. Cosign. Praise emoji.